It hits at night. You reach for closeness and your body hesitates. You feel firmness fade or never fully arrive. You try to play it off. You make a joke. Then you lie there, staring at the ceiling, feeling older than you are. You start avoiding intimacy, not because you don't want your partner, but because you fear that quiet moment of disappointment. And that fear becomes a loop. The more you worry, the less your body responds. I'm Dr. Claire Monroe, men over 50, a urologist with over 14 years helping men over 50 restore their erectile function naturally. Today, you'll learn 5 calm, practical habits that support blood flow, nerve signals, and confidence, starting tonight. One of them is an old-school circulation routine most men completely overlook. If you're living with erectile problems after 50, the hardest part is not the body. It's what it does to your mind. You start watching your partner's face. You listen for any sign of doubt. You imagine she is comparing you to the past. So you protect yourself by pulling away. You touch less. You kiss faster. You turn on the TV. You say long day. You blame stress. You blame your back. You blame anything except the thing you're scared to name. And in private, you ask the question that stings the most. Am I still a real man? I hear this every week in my office. Not from weak men. From men who raised families, built businesses, served in the military, carried responsibility for decades. One patient, Robert, was 66. He loved his wife. He also feared one moment, a single night where his body didn't cooperate. After that, he stopped initiating for 6 months. He told himself he was being respectful, but what he really felt was shame. His wife thought he had lost interest. He felt trapped inside his own silence. Another patient, Miguel, was 59. He said he could get firm sometimes, but it didn't last. So he began avoiding weekends away. No hotels. No romance. He didn't want to risk failing in a new place. That's how ED steals more than function. It steals spontaneity, closeness, and joy. Here's the part most men never hear from their doctor. Erectile function is not a performance test. It's a health signal. It reflects circulation, nerve response, sleep, stress chemistry, and confidence. So if this is happening to you, your body is not betraying you. Your body is asking for support. And yes, you can improve this without turning your life upside down. But you have to stop suffering in silence first. If any part of this feels uncomfortably familiar, type 1 in the comments so you quietly admit to yourself that this is something you want to change. Have you ever laid there after a failed moment and felt your chest tighten? Not from pain, from embarrassment, from the fear that this will now be the new normal. You may even avoid simple touch during the day, a hand on her waist, a hug in the kitchen, because your brain whispers, what if that leads somewhere and I can't follow through? That whisper turns your home into a place where you walk carefully. A third patient, Dennis, 72, told me he started going to bed later on purpose. He waited until his partner was already asleep. He said, if I'm asleep, I can't disappoint her. That's protection, and it's fixable. So hear this, you are not alone and you are not broken. Your body is giving you information and can respond. Now, let's make this simple. Think of erectile function like 3 systems working together. System 1 is the brain. Your brain decides safe, connected, ready. Then it sends a signal. System 2 is the wiring. Nerves carry that signal down into the pelvic area. If nerves are irritated, compressed, or slowed by stress, sleep loss, blood sugar issues, or aging, the message arrives weaker. System 3 is plumbing. Blood vessels have to open wide so blood can fill the tissues that create firmness. If those vessels are stiff or narrowed, blood arrives late and in smaller volume. That's when you feel not firm enough or it fades. Now add 2 common blockers. Blocker 1 is hormone balance. You don't need super high levels. You need steady support for drive, energy, and tissue health. When hormones drift, the whole system feels less responsive. Blocker 2 is stress. Stress chemicals tell your body, not now. Stay alert. That puts you in fight or flight. And fight or flight steals blood flow from the pelvis. It's like trying to drive with the parking brake half pulled. So ED is often a mix of traffic and blood flow. static in nerve signals, a dimmer switch on hormones, and a stress brake that won't release. Here's a picture. Imagine a garden hose. If someone gently squeezes it, water still flows, but pressure drops. Now imagine the hose has a kink. Now imagine the faucet turns on and off. That's how the body can feel after 50. The key is this. You don't need extreme tricks. You need daily habits that open the hose, calm the wiring, and lower the brake. If blood flow, nerves, and hormones can be pushed in the wrong direction by daily habits, they can also be gently pulled back in the right direction. That's where the 5 habits come in. One more detail matters, where circulation starts. Blood supply for erectile tissue comes from vessels in the pelvis. If the pelvic area is cold, tense, tight from sitting, or inflamed, that upstream flow can slow down. You can feel it as weaker morning firmness, slower response, or less staying power. This is why some men improve when they move more, sleep better, and reduce belly pressure. It's upstream plumbing and calmer wiring. So when you hear an old remedy, don't think miracle. Think support. Warmth can help vessels relax. Quiet breathing can help signals travel. And consistency helps your body trust the process. Next, you'll get 5 habits. One is a lower abdomen circulation routine many men do in the wrong place. You'll learn a simple way. Habit 1. Evening blood flow walk. If you sit a lot, your pelvis can become a traffic jam. Blood moves slower. Muscles get tight. The nervous system stays on alert. A simple walk is a daily reset, not a sprint. Not a workout that leaves you sore. A steady 20 to 30 minutes after dinner. When you do this, your blood vessels can open more easily. Your legs act like pumps. Circulation improves upstream, where erectile blood flow begins. Your stress level also drops, which helps signals travel better. Make it easy. Put your shoes by the door. Walk the same loop. Breathe through your nose. Keep your shoulders loose. If your partner is open to it, walk together. It removes pressure. It builds connection without a test. Patient story. Alan, 61, told me he felt numb and disconnected at night. He began walking after dinner 4 nights a week. In 2 weeks, his sleep improved. By week 4, morning firmness returned more often. His words were simple. I feel warmer down there. I feel more alive. Habit 2. The lower abdomen circulation pack. Some men hear topical routine and think it means applying something to erectile tissue. Don't do that. The goal is to support circulation where it starts, the lower abdomen and pelvis. An old school method some men use is a warm lower abdomen pack with castor oil. Castor oil is known for supporting skin comfort and soothing irritated tissues. Many men like it because the routine forces you to slow down, warm the area, and relax. Here is the safe, practical way to approach it if your doctor says it's appropriate for you. Use a clean, soft cloth. Apply a small amount of castor oil to the cloth until it is damp, not dripping. Place the cloth on the lower abdomen, between the belly button and the pubic bone. Cover it with a thin barrier like plastic wrap to protect clothing or bedding. Add gentle warmth with a heating pad on a low or medium setting. Then lie still and breathe for about 30 to 45 minutes. This is not about pain. If you feel burning, irritation, or discomfort, stop. If you have a skin condition in that area, wait until it heals. What does this support? Warmth can help blood vessels relax. Relaxation tells the nervous system safe. And the lower abdomen is upstream from pelvic circulation. Patient story, Marcus, 58, came in embarrassed. He said he felt fine during the day, then failed at night. He started doing a warm lower abdomen routine 3 evenings a week. He also added the walking habit. After 3 weeks, he reported steadier response and less panic. He told me, the biggest change was my mind. I stopped bracing for failure. Habit 3. The 4-minute calm down routine. Your body cannot switch into intimacy when your brain is screaming. Don't mess this up. That mental pressure is a physical break. So you need a short routine that lowers the brake. 4 minutes is enough. Try this tonight. Sit on the edge of the bed. Put one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 6. Do that 10 times. Then relax your jaw. Drop your shoulders. Unclench your hands. This helps your brain and body feel safer, so signals travel better. It also improves heart rhythm and blood flow. If thoughts start racing, use one sentence: I don't need to perform. I need to connect. Patient story: Dennis, 72, the man who went to bed late on purpose, tried this. He said the breathing felt silly at first. Then he noticed something shocking. His body responded more often when he stopped checking every second. Not perfect, but better. And that was enough to rebuild hope. Habit 4. Breakfast for better blood flow. You can't build healthy circulation on a blood sugar roller coaster. When blood sugar spikes and crashes, vessels get irritated and signals get messy. You feel tired. You feel foggy. Your drive drops. So keep breakfast steady. Aim for protein, fiber, and one healthy fat. Examples: eggs with spinach, Greek yogurt with berries and nuts, oats with chia seeds and a spoon of peanut butter, or leftovers from dinner like chicken and vegetables. Also add hydration, not gallons. Just start your day with water and a pinch of mineral-rich food like fruit or a few nuts. Dehydration thickens blood. Thicker blood moves slower. Patient story: Jorge, 60, had inconsistent function and afternoon crashes. He swapped sweet breakfast pastries for eggs and fruit. Within 2 weeks, he felt steadier energy. By week 5, he noticed his body was more ready at night. He didn't call it magic. He called it stability. Habit 5. Intimacy without performance pressure. This habit is the one most men skip. And it may be the most powerful. If intimacy becomes a pass-or-fail moment, your nervous system will protect you by shutting down flow. That's not weakness. That's biology. So shift the goal. Your goal is closeness, not proving anything. Start earlier in the day with simple touch. A hug that lasts 10 seconds. A hand on her back while you talk. A kiss without rushing. At night, remove the countdown clock. Slow the pace. Stay present. If firmness fades, don't disappear. Stay connected. Breathe. Change positions for comfort, not for performance. If you can, say one honest sentence: I care about you and I'm working on my health. I want us close without pressure. Patient story: Robert, 66, the man who avoided for 6 months, finally talked to his wife. She cried, not because she was angry, because she thought he didn't want her. Once pressure left the room, his body improved. He still had off nights, but he stopped turning one moment into a 6-month freeze. Now combine the habits: a walk after dinner, a warm lower abdomen relaxation routine a few nights a week if appropriate for you, for minutes of calm breathing, a steady breakfast, and intimacy focused on connection. Most men notice changes in stages. First, sleep improves. Then morning firmness becomes more frequent. Then response during intimacy becomes steadier. Give it time. 2 weeks can bring small shifts. 4 to 6 weeks can bring real change. And consistency is what makes it stick. A quick safety note matters. If you have a known blood clot history, serious circulation disease, or you take blood thinners, talk to your clinician before any heat-based circulation routine. If you have a rash, open skin, or infection on the lower abdomen, skip topical products until skin is clear. Also avoid tight waistbands at night. Pressure around the belly and hips can restrict flow for hours. Loose sleep clothing or simply less compression can make your body feel freer and calmer. If anything feels wrong, stop and get advice. Before you move on, choose just one habit you'll start tonight. Type the number of the habit in the comments. One clear action is always better than 10 good intentions. You don't need to force your body back into erectile strength. You need to guide it. Start with circulation. Walk after dinner so blood moves better through the pelvis. Add warmth and calm so vessels can relax and signals can travel. Then support your nervous system. Use the 4-minute breathing routine so your body stops bracing for failure. When you feel safer, you respond better. Then study your daily fuel. A stable breakfast helps your energy and blood flow stay consistent instead of spiking and crashing. And finally, remove the pressure. Intimacy is not a scoreboard. Connection is the goal. When you stay present instead of panicking, you give your body a chance to do its job. If you've had years of stress, sitting, poor sleep, or health changes, you won't fix this in one night. But you can start fixing it tonight. Small actions repeated are stronger than perfect plans you never follow. You are not too old. You are not alone. And improvement is still on the table for you. Give yourself 6 weeks. Track morning firmness and sleep. If you need help, talk to a urologist. You deserve support, not shame in person. If you want more calm, honest guidance like this for men over 50, subscribe to this channel. You'll get practical steps that protect blood flow, sleep, confidence, and long-term health without shame and without hype. Share this video with a friend who might be carrying the same worry in silence. Sometimes one quiet message is all a man needs to finally take action. And watch the next video I recommend, because it connects directly to this. It focuses on daily circulation support and hormone balance that can improve erectile function and morning confidence. You deserve tools that respect your dignity. You deserve a plan you can actually follow. And you deserve to feel close to your partner again, without that fear sitting in your chest. If you've been telling yourself it's over, stop. This is a chapter you can rewrite, one steady habit at a time. You may be wondering, how do I know this is working? Look for small signals first. Better sleep. Less racing thoughts at night. More frequent morning firmness. A calmer, steadier response instead of sudden ups and downs. You may also wonder, what if I'm doing everything and nothing changes? That can happen. Sometimes ED is a stronger health flag. High blood pressure, diabetes, sleep apnea, depression, or side effects from medications can all affect erectile function. If you have chest pain, new shortness of breath, severe fatigue, or sudden changes, don't guess. Get checked. Here's a simple weekly checklist. Walk after dinner at least 4 days. Do the 4-minute calm down before bed most nights. Eat a steady breakfast with protein and fiber. Reduce tight waist pressure at night. Practice connection without pressure. If you choose any topical warmth routine for the lower abdomen, keep it gentle. Never use high heat. Stop if skin reacts. And talk to your doctor first if you have a clot history, you take blood thinners, or you have serious heart, liver, or kidney disease. This video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always talk to your own doctor or urologist about your personal health. You deserve safe care, real answers, and a plan that fits your body. How long should you try? Give it 6 weeks of consistency. Write down 2 things, sleep quality and morning firmness. That simple log keeps you honest and hopeful. What should you say to your partner? Tell her you care, you're working on your health, and you want closeness without pressure. That one sentence removes fear. If you want one add-on, do light pelvic floor squeezes during the day. Gentle support, not strain. Keep it simple and steady.